Every leader sets the ceiling for those they lead. If a leader cheats discipline, the people will too. And that includes us dads. You see it everywhere. Kings spend foolishly and their people go broke. Commanders lose focus and their units crumble. Fathers get distracted and their home loses its peace. If you look back at history, you can see it's been full of leaders who's made others pay for their mistakes. But God didn't leave us guessing. He showed us what real leadership looks like. The King of Kings took the punishment himself. And that's the kind of man and leader that I want to be. The one who carries the weight first. Come on. Leadership starts here, right where comfort ends. And believe me, this isn't comfortable. Every morning before I get in, I question my own decisions for right about 30 seconds. But it's not about just the ice. It's about what the ice represents. You can't effectively lead from a distance. You've got to step into it first. Because when a leader chooses discipline, everyone around him feels it. When a father learns how to remain calm in the cold, his family learns peace in the storms. And this is where we carry the weight first. Mark chapter 10, verse 45 says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as ransom for many." That's leadership. The King of Kings didn't show up and demand comfort. He carried the cost himself. And that's what real fathers, real husbands, and real men do. We volunteer to carry the weight first. If you look back, history's full of leaders who made people pay for their mistakes. Kings, generals, CEOs. But inside the home rises or falls on the discipline of its leader. If I lose my focus, my kids feel it. If I lose my patience, my wife feels the brunt of that. And when I stay calm in the cold, they find peace in those storms. By no means does this mean perfection. It means ownership. Because our families don't need kings sitting on their thrones. They need fathers willing to be in the trenches with them, even if those trenches happen to be filled with ice. I mean, give it a thought for a little bit. The greats like Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire, he took the time to write himself a journal reminding himself to stay humble. George Washington was offered a crown after the victory, but he refused it because he knew freedom mattered more than the power that came with the crown. The best leaders in all of history didn't hide behind titles. They led from their presence. But you can also look back in history and see a bunch of leaders full of the opposite. Take Nero, for example. He played music while Rome burned to the ground. There are plenty of leaders out there like him that care more about image than they do integrity, more about being served than serving. And that's the main difference. The great ones carry the weight first. The selfish ones tell others to carry it for them. Leadership isn't about power. It's about presence. It's about showing up in the cold, in the chaos, and in those moments that you'd rather just run away from. But instead choosing to say, "Follow me. I'll go first." Because when you do that, you end up lifting everyone around you. With that, though, day 285 down. Remember, be kind, be great, dial it in, and most importantly, keep on sending. Listen, did you know that King Leonidas, the king of Sparta, he trained with his soldiers? The same formations, the same conditions. He did that because a great leader worth following never asks his people to go where he won't go first. Something to think about. And while you think about it, it's cold, and I got some video games to go beat my sons at. So until tomorrow, it's Clench Butt Cheeks time.